Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Nina and Moretti's Table. I'm Moretti Collins, your host. Today, I'm glad you are here with us for what promises to be a truly special and heartfelt episode. We have the honor of sitting down with someone very dear, a close friend of Nina's. She's from a prayer group, a women's prayer group that Nina was a part of, and today together, we are going to walk through some beautiful memories, share stories that capture who Nina truly was, and reflect on how her spirit continues to touch our lives. This conversation is more about remembrance, it's about legacy, it's about the way one woman's faith, love, and presence can leave an imprint on everyone she met. We also will be talking about something so many of us are navigating right now, grief, different aspects of grief. How do we hold on to hope when loss feels heavy? How do we honor those we've lost while still moving forward? And also, I'll talk about how we manage stress, how we manage stress in the midst of grief, because grief doesn't just affect our heart, it affects our minds, it affects our bodies and our daily lives. Having the ability to manage stress is very essential as we walk through seasons of love and healing. So, whether you knew Nina personally or you just listening because you're walking through your own season of grief or trauma or something that's heavy on your heart, I pray that this episode brings you comfort, encouragement, and a reminder that you are not alone. So, we're going to start with just talking to our guest today. So I'd like you to just introduce yourself and tell us who you are.
Hi, my
Hi,
name is
my name is
Vivi,
Vivi,
and
and
I live
I
in
live in US.
Nina is like
Nina
a
is like a
sister
sister
to
to
me. We met a
we
couple
met a
years
couple
ago.
years ago.
I would say it's
I would
been
say
more
it's been more
than
than
5
5
years
years
or six
or 6
years.
years.
So yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's hard to
it's
talk
hard to
about her.
talk about her.
My first
My first
time
time
after
after
we lost
we
her.
lost her.
So
So
yeah,
yeah,
thank you for
thank you
having
for
me.
having me.
Sure, thank you so much. How did you first meet Nina and what were your first impressions of her?
So I met
So I met
Nina the
Nina the
first
first
time
time
at a
at a
retreat.
retreat.
So I met
So I
her
met her
through a
through
group
a group
called Morning
called Morning
Crew.
Crew.
It's a
It's
group
a
with
group with
Sister
Sister
Minister
Minister
Christina.
Christina.
So we
So
meet
we meet
online. We
online.
used to
We
meet on
used
the
to meet on the
phone, and
phone,
then
and
we
then
went
we went
online.
online.
And she has a
And she has a
retreat
retreat
once a
once
year.
a year.
So on that
So on that
retreat,
retreat
she
came,
stayed
she
the hotel.
started
We
the
didn't
hotel.
stay
We
in the
didn't stay
same
in the
room,
same room,
But
but we
sorry,
just
but we just
click in the
click
way.
in the way.
No,
good.
she was the
The
room. I
room.
was in
I was in
another room
another
as
room
well.
as well.
That
That
retreat
retreat
helped
helped
us to be
us
able
to be able to
get
get
to know
to
each
know
other
each other
more,
more,
have more
have more
conversation.
conversation.
We just
We
fell in
just
love
fell in
with
love
each.
with it.
We fell
We
in love
fell in
with
love with
each other
each other
on the
on the
dot.
dot.
It's
It's
like we
like
have
we
known
have
each
known
other
each
for
other
so
for so
long.
long.
She was
She
like a
was like
big
a big
sister
sister
because I don't
because I
have
don't
any
have any
family members in
family
this
in this
country.
country.
But she
But
was
she
like
was
my
like my
big
big
sister.
sister.
Like it's
Like it's
just
just
we just
we
have
just have
different
different
moms,
modes,
but
but
we are
we
also
are still
connected as if
connected
we
as
are
if
from
we are from
the
the
mother.
mother.
So yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that conference and she came back and she had a lot to say about all the people she met. What moment made you realize Nina will become a special friend in your life?
What
What
moment did I
moment did I
realize?
realize?
Ah,
Ah,
I think
I
from
think
that
from that
because
because
I'm usually
I'm usually
the
the
person that
person that
doesn't
doesn't
open up a
open up
lot
a lot
because I have
because
been
I have been
hurt
hurt
a lot
a
when it
lot when
comes
it
to
comes to
friendship.
friendship.
But it was
But it was
another
another
level.
level.
I was
I
so
was so
open to
open
Nina
to
so
Nina so
quickly,
quickly,
and I
and
believe
I
that
believe that
she
she
believed
believed
in me
in
a
me a
lot.
lot.
She
She
saw
saw
things in
things in
me
me
that I
that I
didn't
didn't
believe
believe
I
I
have in
have
myself.
in myself.
In
In
terms of my
terms of my
Christianity,
Christianity,
she saw
she
a
saw
woman
a
of
woman
God
of
in
God
me
in me
way
way
before that I
before that I
realized that
realized that
God has
God has
called me for
called me for
something.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's good to know. Um, so is there a story or a memory about Nina that truly captures who she was as a woman,
Okay.
friend, or as a believer?
There's so
There's so
many,
many,
so
so
many in
many
terms of
of
friendship,
friendship.
in terms
In
of
terms of
Nina is
Nina
the
is the
one
one
that
that
you won't
you won't
see what
see
she's
what she's
going
going
through.
through.
She doesn't
She doesn't
show it at
show it
all.
at all.
She rather
She
leave
rather leave
her
her
issue
issue
or her
or her
pain
pain
behind
behind
and
and
carry
carry
yours
yours
as your
as your
own.
own.
When I
When
lost
I
my
lost
mother
my
in
mother in
2021,
2021,
Nina
Nina
was there
was
for
there
me
for
like
me
no
like no
other.
other.
Even though I
Even though I
traveled back
traveled
home
back
for
home for
2 months,
2 months,
the
the
time
time
difference was
difference
so
was so
different.
different.
She was
She
going
was
through
going through
so
so
much in
much in
2021.
2021.
I didn't
I
know
didn't
the
know the
depth of what
depth
she
of
was
what she
going
was
through
going
till
through till
after.
after.
But that
But that
woman
woman
kept
kept
calling
calling
me,
me,
being
being
there for
there
me,
for me,
praying for
praying
me,
for me,
instead of
instead
me
of
to be
me
the
to be the
revert.
revert.
So
So
I
I
know
know
Nina for
Nina
her
for her
faith,
faith,
for
for
somebody that
somebody
will
that
leave
would leave
anything
anything
to
to
glorify the
glorify the
Lord.
Lord.
She
She
always want to
always want
be
to be
there for
there for
the
the
people that
people that
need
need
something,
something,
people that are
people that are
in need
in
of
need of
something.
something.
She
She
rather, if
rather,
for
if for
instance, she's the
instance,
type
she's the
that
type
if
that
she
if
only
she
had
only
ten
had ten
dollars,
dollars,
she will
she would
use that
use
ten
that
dollars to
$10 to
feed
feed
people
people
that are
that are
hungry
hungry
than for
than
her
for
to
her
eat
to eat
food.
food.
Her
Her
love for
love for
people.
people.
She
She
loves you
loves you
deep
deep
when she
when she
care
care
about you
about you
and she
and she
sees that you
sees that
have
you have
something in
something
you
in you
and she
and
will
she will
help you
help you
and want you
and
to
want you to
develop it
develop it
to
to
fulfill
fulfill
yourself with
yourself.
it.
Hmm, that's deep. I know you mentioned the loss of your mom in 2021 and she was there. This podcast is about grief and if you mind, you want to mention something about your experience going through that time where you lost your mom, how it was for you and what helped.
So
So
losing my
losing
mom,
my mom,
I feel
I
like
feel
it's
like
been
it's been
so many
many
years.
years.
When I
When
talk
I
about
talk
her, I
about
still
her, I
want to
still
cry
cry
because she was
because
my
she was my
everything.
everything.
I feel
I
like
feel
losing
like
her,
losing
I
her, I
lost a
lost
part
a
of
part
me
of me
that was
that
not
was
there.
not there.
For me, I
For me, I
always say
always
that
say
to
that
lose
to lose
someone,
someone,
you need
you
to
need
have
to have
that,
that,
what do they
what do
call
they
it?
call it?
Closure.
Closure.
And for me,
And for
not
me, not
having
having
closure with
closure
her
with her
is
is
something that
something
is
that is
so
so
breaking
breaking
to me.
to me.
They always
They
ask
always
you,
ask you,
are you
are
able to
you able
grieve?
to grieve?
Did you
Did you
grieve?
grieve?
I would say
I
I
would
have
say I
not.
have not.
It's like I
It's
don't
like I
have
don't have
time to
time to
grieve.
grieve.
The way my
The way
life
my
is
life
made
is
up,
made up,
I didn't
I
get a
didn't get
chance
a
to
chance
grieve.
to grieve.
I went
I
back
went
home
back home
to
to
bury her.
bury her.
Took two
Took two
months.
months.
I came
I
back.
came back.
You have to
I had
just
to
go
just
back
back
into
to
work,
work,
life,
life,
mommy
mommy
life.
life.
And
And
then,
then
a couple
a
years
couple years
after,
after,
I lost
I
Nina.
lost Nina.
And I
And
lost
I
Nina
lost Nina
in my
in my
birth
birth
month.
month.
So,
So
has it
has
been
it
tough?
been tough?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I
Am I
surviving it?
surviving?
Yes.
Yes.
How am I
How am I
doing it?
doing it?
I would say
I'll
it's by
say
the
it's
grace of
because
God.
of
It's by the
it's by the
grace of
grace of
God.
God.
And
And
everything that I
everything that I
learned from
learned
Nina,
from Nina,
meaning
meaning
that
that
even though she
even
was
though she
going
was
through
going through
something,
something,
she
she
knows that
knows
my
that my
time is
time is
healing there,
healing there,
but she
but
won't
she won't
show it.
show it.
So she
So
kept
she kept
telling
telling
me,
me,
sometime when
sometimes
we
when
have
we have
those
those
loss in
loss
our
in our
life,
life,
we need to
we
know
need to
that
know that
God knows
God
what is
knows
to
what
be
is going
known.
on.
So that's the
So
only
that's the
thing
only
I'm
thing
holding
I'm
on to.
holding on to.
That
That
who am I
who
to
am I to
question about
question about
God?
God?
I don't know
I
the
don't know the
question that
question.
I don't know
I don't know
the
the
conversation that my
conversation that my
mom
mom
has with
has with
God.
God.
She is the
She
one
is the
that
one that
always,
always,
she
she
does not
does not
like to
like
be
to be
sick
sick
and
and
having to
having
be a
to be a
burden to
burden
the
to the.
I remember
I
a couple
remember a
years
couple
ago
years
when I
ago when
went
I
back
went
home
back home
and one
and
of my
one of my
sister's
sister
mom
mom
was at the
was at the
hospital.
hospital.
We went
We
to
went
visit
to
her.
visit
My
her.
mom
My mom
opened her
opened
mouth
her
and
mouth
said,
and said,
God,
God,
if it's
if
my
it's my
time,
time,
please only
please
give
only
me
give
four
me four
days
days
or
or
5 days.
5 days.
I don't want
I
to
don't
be a
want to be
burden
a
to
burden
anybody.
for you.
I don't
I
want
don't
people
want
to
people
take care
to
of
take care
me.
of me.
And that's
That's
exactly
exactly.
the last
The
time I
last
saw
time
her
I
was
saw her was
2019
2019
and she
and
passed
she
in
passed in
2020.
2020.
So it,
Yeah, it is tough. And there are different stages of grief, but sometimes we, like you said, we think a lot about closure. We have a lot of thoughts running through our minds, like maybe if I had closure, or maybe if I had spoken to them, or just said my last I love you, or something that will bring you peace. But usually we don't get that. It's something that a lot of people that go through different stages of emotions like grief, trauma, we struggle with that issue of closure. I also want to ask about your faith. I mean, your walk with God, because for me, I experience a lot of questions. Right now, I'm at a place where my faith is stronger. I'm a better Christian. I'm a better person, but I struggle in the past. So when Nina was diagnosed in 2018, I really thought that this was just another trial that we were going to easily go through, because we trusted God and we knew that God was going to be there. She was a strong woman of God, and she made me a better person, a better Christian. So we prayed, and she went through the process. We were trusting God for direction in steps to take, how we approach the situation, dealing with physicians. After she was declared cancer free, we celebrated and trusted God. She gave testimonies in several places that she went, places she spoke, places where she MC programs. She mentioned her testimony. But then when the cancer reoccurred, I was at a place where I was questioning God. Why is this happening? We are telling people that you heal her. What is this coming back? So I know there are different stages in our life or different situations where we sometimes question God. So I just want to ask, did you ever experience something like that where your faith
Oh yeah.
was tested to the point, and if you have an example you want to mention?
So it
So
goes
it
back to
goes
my
back to
mom
my mom,
because I feel
because I
like in
feel
my
like in
life,
my life,
the two most
two most
important people that
important
I
people that I
lost
lost
was
was
Nina and
Nina
my
and my
mom
mom
in the
in
past
the
few
past
years.
few years.
I lost my
I lost
mom
my
at the
mom at
plus
the
my
plus
mom
my
dead.
mom dead.
So
So
when my
when
mom
my
was
mom was
um
um
they
they
didn't tell
didn't
us.
tell us.
I think
I
she
think
started
she
getting
started
sick on
getting sick on
Thursday.
Thursday.
And then on
And then on
Saturday one of
Saturday
my
one of my
cousins went
cousins
there
went there,
and she
and
called
she
us. She's
called us
like,
like,
"Oh, your
"Oh,
mom
your
is sick.
mom is
You
sick.
didn't
You
even let
didn't
us
even let
know
us
about
know
it."
about."
I said, "I
I
didn't
said,
know
"I
my
didn't
mom
know
was
my mom was
sick."
sick.
So I
So I
called
called
and we
and
started
we
praying.
started praying.
I prayed
I
that
prayed
day.
that day.
And to
And
be honest
to be
with
honest
you,
with
even
you,
though I
even
didn't
though
know
I
that
didn't
she
know
was
that
sick
she
on
was sick on
Thursday,
Thursday,
from
from
Thursday,
Thursday,
I
I
wasn't
wasn't
sleeping.
sleeping.
I don't know
I
what
don't
was
know what
going
was
on.
going on.
It might was
I was
might be a
might be
sign
a
from
sign from
God.
God.
You know how
You
they
know how
say
they
when
say
God
when
wake
God
you up
wake
at
you up at
certain
certain
time,
time,
or you are
or you
so
are so
restless
restless
in your
in your
sleep,
sleep,
pray.
pray.
I was
I
just
was just
restless.
restless.
I
I
prayed, but
prayed,
I
but
didn't
I
pray
didn't pray
deep.
deep.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't
I
ask
didn't ask
God the
God
reason
the
why
reason
I
why
was
I was
restless.
restless.
I just
I
thought, oh,
just thought,
maybe
oh, maybe
something
something
going on.
going on.
I
I
prayed, but
prayed, but
there was
there was
no
no
guidance
guidance
of
of
what I
what
should
I
pray
should pray
for.
for.
Why am I
Why am I
restless?
restless?
So I was
So I was
restless
restless
for a
for
couple of
a couple of
days.
days.
And on
And on
Saturday, I
Saturday,
got
I
up.
got up.
I
I
started
started
praying.
praying.
Till even
Till
on
even on
Tuesday, on
Tuesday, on
Monday,
Monday,
she
she
called.
called.
She wanted
She
to
wanted
speak
to
to
speak
both
to
of us.
us.
Wanted to see
Wanted
the
to see
kids
the
with me.
kids.
I was
I was
upset. I was
upset. I was
tired. I
tired.
told her,
I told
no,
her,
mom,
no, mom,
I'm tired. I'm
I'm
upset.
upset.
When I call
When
you
I call
tomorrow
you tomorrow
morning, you will see the kids. And I hang up the call. I wish I had known. My husband said I was restless from Thursday to that Monday. So
So
after
after
that
that
Monday, I
Monday,
ate
I
when I
ate
hung
when
up
I
the
hung up the
call.
call.
Slept,
Slept,
slept like a
slept like a
baby.
baby.
It's
It's
like
like
we don't
we
know
don't
what was
know
going
what's
on.
going on.
And I woke
And
up
I
on
woke up
Tuesday
on
the
Tuesday
next
the
day.
next day.
My dad
My dad
texted me,
texted
said,
me,
start praying
start
for your
praying for
mom
your
because
mom
it's
because
not
it's not
looking
looking
good.
good.
I was on
I
my
was on
knees
my knees
with my
with my
husband in
husband
our
in our
feet.
feet.
And a
A
couple hours
couple
later,
hours later,
she's
she's
gone.
gone.
And I'm
And
like,
I'm
God,
like, God,
why?
why?
What have
What
I
have
done?
I done?
Why would you
Why would you
take her
take
away
her
from
away
me?
from me?
So
So
sometimes when I
sometimes
see
when I
people that celebrated
that
that celebrate the
celebrate
mom
the mom
80 years
80 years
birthday,
birthday,
70 years,
70 years,
I'm like,
I'm like,
why?
why?
God, why?
God,
What
why?
have I
What have I
done?
done?
Why?
Why?
But then
But then
losing
losing
her
her
make me
make me
take
take
a
a
different path
different
in my
path in my
life.
life.
Things that
Things
I
that
was
I was
not
not
holding on
holding
to
on to
or
or
celebrating,
celebrating.
it changed
It
my whole
changed my whole
perspective.
perspective.
Meaning that we
Meaning that
don't
we
have.
don't have.
And look
And
at me
look
that
at
was
me that was
complaining about
complaining
losing
about
my
losing
mom
my mom.
55.
Five.
People
People
lose
lose
a
a
child.
child.
People have
People
kids
have
that
kids
died
that
at
died
five
at
years.
5 years.
Nina, she
Nina,
was
she was
young.
young.
She has
She has
daughters that
daughters
look
that
up to
look
her.
up to her.
So
So
sometimes it's
sometimes it's
like
like
her
her
death
death
helped me
helped
to
me to
grow
grow
and know
and know
better
better
about
about
What is
What is
important and what
important
is
and what
not
is not
important?
important?
What should
What
we
should we
argue about?
argue
What
about?
should
What
we not
should we not
argue
argue
about?
about?
What should
What
we
should we
hold on
hold
to
on
to celebrate
celebrate
every
every
little
little
win?
win?
We
We
shouldn't
shouldn't
think there
think
is
there is
little
little
win
win
and big
and big
win
win
because none
because
of us
none of
know
us know
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
So we should
So we should
always live
always
our
live our
lives
lives
thinking that
thinking
if
that
I
if I
die
die
today,
today,
where am
where
I
am I
going?
going?
That's what I
That's what I
learned from
learned from
Nina
Nina
Legacy.
Legacy.
That's what I
That's what
learned
I
from
learned from
Nina
Nina
Life.
life.
Every day
Every
that you
that you
leave
leave
is
is
to
to
fill up a
fill up a
void
void
or be a
or be a
blessing
blessing
or make
or
an
make an
impact in
impact in
somebody's
somebody's
life.
life.
As I'm
Um,
as I'm
as I'm
talking, I'm
talking,
having
I'm having
goosebumps in my
goosebumps in my
body.
body.
Yeah, sometimes we experience a lot in life, but there's a point where we experience something like death, and then we start to reevaluate ourselves. We start to look at life differently, and sometimes it's a good thing, even though we struggle with pain and grief. I think once we hold on to our faith and our beliefs, we can grow and become better people, better Christians, better human beings. We can use our experiences to help others. So this is what I'm trying to do. This is what we are trying to do here. It's good to hear your story. As you spoke, I was just reflecting on my own story, and then there are a lot of things before, during in her illness, and after her passing that I reevaluated myself, different aspects of my life, and now I think I'm in a place where I can be a better person towards dealing with the kids, dealing with people, and helping others in life navigate any situation. I can relate to what you just said. My next question is, how will you describe Nina's spirit in the way she carried herself in a prayer group?
How would I
How would I
describe
describe
spirit?
spirit?
I don't
I
think I
don't
even
think I even
have
have
a
a
word
word
to describe her.
describe her.
If I think
If I think
about
about
anything that
anything
comes
that
to my
comes to my
mind,
mind,
I would
I
say
would
light.
say light.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say
I would
light
say light
because
because
whenever
whenever
the
the
group
group
is
is
feeling weak,
feeling weak,
she was the
she
one
was
that
the
was
one that was
lifting her
lifting her
up.
up.
Even though
Even though
we were
we were
supposed to be the
supposed to be
one
the
to
one
boost
to
her
boost
up,
her up,
right?
right?
But she
But
will
she
be.
will be.
She will
She
call
will
us
call
all
us
to
all
get
to
back
get back
on.
on.
Let's get
Let's
back to
get
what
back to
we're
what we're
doing.
doing.
Let's
Let's
fast.
fast.
Let's
Let's
pray.
pray.
She was
She
the
was the
light of
light of
all
all
of
of
us.
us.
She was
She
the
was the
breath of
breath of
fresh
fresh
air for
air for
all of
all
us
of us,
without
without
knowing that
knowing
that's
that
what
that's
she
what
was doing
we're
for
doing
us.
for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say
a
breath of fresh
breath of fresh
and
and
light.
light.
Describe us.
Describe us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people say something similar to that, in fact. Can you share something Nina did that impacted you personally? I mean, I know you say you have a lot of stories, but something you still carry with you today.
Um,
Um,
I
I
started praying
started praying
deeper of Nina.
to
I didn't
I
know I
didn't
had
know I had
a
a
need
need
to.
to.
I was a
I was a
Christian,
Christian,
yes,
yes,
but there
but
is
there is
another
another
level when it
level when
comes
it
to
comes
having a
to having a
relationship with the
relationship with
Holy
the
Spirit
Holy Spirit
and knowing
and knowing
exactly what
exactly
God is
what God
calling
is
you
calling
to
you
do.
to do.
I
I
wasn't there
wasn't there
before
before
Nina.
now.
Nina
Nina
believed me
believed
in a
me
way
in a
that I
way
did
that I
not
did not
believe in
believe in
myself.
myself.
In the
In the
group,
group,
she
she
called me. She
called me.
wanted
She
me to
wanted me
lead
to lead
prayer.
prayer.
She would
She would
ask me
ask me
questions about
questions
one
about
or
one
two
or
things
two things
you think
you
we
think
should
we
do.
should do.
And I keep
And I keep
asking
asking,
myself, why are you
why are you
asking
asking
me?
me?
I'm not the
I'm
type
not the
that you
type
should
that
be
you should
asking.
be asking.
But she would
But she
say,
would say,
God
God
wanted me to
wanted
come
me to
to
come
you.
to you.
So
So
she
she
helped me
helped
in
me
my
in my
journey
journey
when it comes
when
to
it
my
comes to my
Christianity.
Christianity.
She helped
She helped
me
me
go deeper
deeper
and know
and know
God
God
for myself.
myself,
And not just
not just
about me
about
just
me
going to
in
church because
church
I was
because I was
going to
going to
church,
church,
but me
but me
understanding a
understanding a
deeper
deeper
version of
version of
why
why
do I want
do
to
I want
follow
to follow
God?
Him?
Why
Why
am I a
am I a
woman of
woman of
God?
God?
Why do I
Why
want
do I
to
want
this and
this
that?
and that?
So yeah,
So yeah,
she helped
she
in my
helped in my.
Thank you for sharing that. When you think about Nina's legacy, what stands out to you the most?
helping others.
Helping.
She
She
always
always
want to be
wanna
there
be
for
there for,
people. Even if she
even
doesn't
if she
have,
doesn't have,
she will
she
find
will
a way
find a way
to make
to
things
make
happen
things
for
happen
that,
for
that
that
person.
person.
It's the
It's the
willingness
willingness
to
to
want to give
wanna
it
give
up
it up
without
without
thinking about
thinking about
herself.
herself.
And I feel
And
like
I feel like that's why make that's why
that's what
that's what
God did
God
in her
did in
to
her to
carry her
carry her
throughout all
throughout
those
all
things
those
that she
things
was
that she
going
was
through.
going through.
She's a
She's
prime
a prime
example of
example of
I don't
I
look
don't
like
look
what
like
I'm
what I'm
going
going
through.
through.
That's
That's
exactly how.
exactly how.
Hmm. she's a prime example. A lot of people had like questions, like Nina never really wanted people to know that she was going through a lot. And when it came to her illness, she had the strongest belief that God was going to heal her 100%. So she felt that her story to people was a story of hope, a story that I went through cancer and God healed me. So she didn't want a story of, oh, this person is going through illness. People should remember her for that. She talked less about her illness, and it was just more about just glorifying God, talking about God and appreciating Him. And she also believed that interceding on behalf of people. She said usually when we pray, she didn't want to come with her problems to God. She just acknowledged God, but she was always interceding for other people. She believed in intercession, and once she was interceding for other people, God already knew her needs, her wants. That was the mentality and the mindset that she had. After she was declared cancer free, she spoke more about what God had done for her in terms of the healing, and not talking more about the entire the entire experience with what she went through when she was sick. So I can relate to that. My next question would be, what do you believe Nina brought into people's lives that made her presence so unique?
She brought
She brought
hope.
hope and
It
it
helped us
helped us
to know
to
that
know
there's
that
always
there's
hope,
hope,
meaning
meaning
that no
that
matter
no
what
matter
you're
what
going
you're going
through,
through,
as long as
as
you
long as you
surrender to
surrender to
God,
God,
He will
He
see you
will
through
see you
it.
through it.
Because at the
Because at the
end,
end,
it's not
it's
about
not
what we
about what
get
we
on
get
this
this
earth,
earth,
it's about
it's
who we
about
are
who we are
when we
when
leave
we
this.
leave this.
So I
So
think
I think
that's the
that's
whole
the whole
definition of
definition
being
of
a hope.
being.
I know
I
I've
know
been
I've been
so
so
much,
much,
but
but
when I
when I
close my,
close my,
I'm going to
I'm
be
going
with
to
my.
be with my.
I feel
I
that's
feel
what
that's what
we'll be
we'll
looking
be
at
looking at
when it
when
comes
it
to
comes
us
to
living
living
on this
on this
earth.
earth.
Mhm.
Because
Because
every day
every
is
day is
precious, is
precious, is
gracious.
gracious.
So
So
we have to
we
be
have to be
thinking
thinking
about when
about
we
when
leave
we
this
leave this
earth
earth
one day.
one day.
Where are you
Where are you
going?
going?
We don't know
We
the
don't know
time.
the time.
We don't know
We
the
don't know
hour.
the time.
I wish
I
we
wish
do.
we do.
I still remember
So
the last
remember the
time.
last time.
It's well.
It's well.
Yeah. I know you spoke about your relationship with Nina and your friendship and how it grew over time since you met at the women's conference. Were there questions that ran through your mind, like maybe I could have done this better, maybe I could have done this, and then you had a lot of regrets or guilt. But I most times we go through that, it's not our fault. But can you just share your own
Yeah,
experience
I
with
have a
dealing
Have
with
lot.
a
I have
lot.
a lot.
But
I
I
think when
think
this
when
whole
this
thing
whole thing
happened,
happened,
I was
I
telling
was
my
telling my
sister in the
sister in
group
the
that I
group that
felt
I feel
like
like
she didn't
she
share
didn't
a lot
share a
with
lot
me.
with me.
So I
So
felt
I
as
felt
if
as if
I wasn't
I
as
wasn't as
important to
important
her.
to her.
I went
I
in the
went in the
place
place
where
where
I was
I was
mad. I was
mad.
like,
I was
Nina,
like,
why
Nina,
didn't
why
you
didn't
tell
you tell
me?
me?
Why didn't you
Why
tell
didn't
me
you tell
what
me
you
what
did?
you did?
Why didn't
Why
you
didn't you
open up
open
to
up to
me?
me?
And then I
And then I
remember
remember
Grace telling
Grace
me
telling
that
me that
maybe
maybe
she
she
cared for
cared
you
for
a
you a
lot.
lot.
She
She
talked
talked
about you a
about you a
lot.
lot.
There's a lot
There's
of
a
things
lot
that
of
she
them
said
that
to
see that
me
me
that I
that I
might think
might
that she
think that
doesn't
she
share
share
much with
much
me
with me
because
because
she doesn't
she
love
doesn't
me or
love me or she doesn't
care for
care
those
for
things.
those.
But it's
But
not
it's
that.
not that.
It's the
It's the
way
way
she
she
think
think
about
about
you.
you.
We
We
both
both
are
are
close to
close
her,
to her,
but
but we
all of
all
us
of us
hold
hold
different
different
places in her.
places in her life.
So she
So she
knows
knows
what
what
BB is,
BB is,
what this
what
one
this
is,
one
what
is,
I need
what
to
I
do with
do
this
with
one, and
this
what
one,
I
or what I
cannot do with
cannot do
this
with
one.
this.
So my
So my
regrets of
regrets
that
of
would be
that would
what?
be
Because
what?
that
Because that
weekend
weekend
I
I
needed to
needed
go
to go
to
to
Houston.
Houston.
I wish
I
I
wish
have
I
known
have
a
a
little
little
bit.
bit
I'm gone
gone
because the
because the
weekend I
weekend I
left
left
is one
is
ship.
one ship.
I wish I
I wish
have
I
just
have
stayed
just stayed
behind.
behind.
But
But
knowing her,
knowing
even
her,
if I
even if
stay
I
behind,
stay
if I
behind,
ask me
if I
to
ask
go
me
back,
to go back,
she won't want
she
me
won't
to
want
stay.
me to stay.
I know
I
her
know
very
her
well.
very well.
Even the day
Even
that
the
I
day that
came
I
to
came
see
to
her,
see her,
I'm sure
I'm
she
sure
wasn't
she
happy
wasn't
to be
happy
coming to
coming
see
to
her.
see her.
She didn't
She
want
didn't
us, want me to
want me
see her.
to see her.
But
But
well,
well,
I have a
I
lot
have
of
a lot
regrets.
of regrets.
But
But
every day
every
I
day
ask
I
God
ask God
to
to
help
help
me
me
to be
to be
okay.
okay.
I can relate to that. People ask me the questions. We didn't know the depth of the depth of her illness or why she didn't say this, why she didn't say that. But Nina, her experience with God, her Christianity, her walk with God, and her experience as a therapist, she dealt with a lot of different situations in life. No matter how strong you are, in dealing with issues from other people, we also have a place of weakness, and then we need that support. So I knew that, and I tried to give that support as a spouse. I don't want to say a lot about my illness, so I'll support that because that's what she wanted. Because I know dealing with stress, and you don't want to add more stress on people when they are going through illness
Yeah.
or they are going through situations. So if they prefer to keep something a certain way, the best support you can give them is to maintain that. Sometimes, as humans, we want to help. We want to help in every situation, like even when somebody's going through grief or maybe some bad situation, we want to help. And sometimes we just offer words of encouragement or say things that we think will provide healing or support to that person. Sometimes they might be harmful, or maybe the way in which we present it, the way we say it, may be harmful. So I think the experience is just respecting, trying to understand people from their own standpoint and not looking at it from my own understanding because I don't know what they're going through. So in my whole experience, when people are going through the issue of a loss or grief, the best thing is to just provide support. I'm here for you. Oh, I'll be there for you.
Yeah.
That's enough. Sometimes when we try to focus on the part that hurt us, but it's not going to help. Oh, I could have done this. I could have done this. What? Maybe I was going to do this. It was going to help. It was going to help the situation. But again, it comes down to our Creator. He knows exactly what He wants, and uh, I don't think if we had done something differently, I don't know if God wanted His daughter to be there, whether it was going to change the end result. So sometimes I consider that. But yeah, I understand that part. And it's a process. We all have questions when we go through grief and there's guilt. I have my own guilt. I ask questions. Maybe I could have done this better. What did I do? I have issues where maybe something that I did that I thought I would have addressed better with her, stuff like that. We go through all of that. But then I think the thing that we all can take from it is that we should use our experiences to be better, use our experiences so that when we deal with people, like right now, when I have friends or relatives that are maybe going through a loss or grief or trauma or anything, I'm in a very good position to provide support for them that they will understand exactly what they need because I never really understood that until it happened to me firsthand with Nina. So now I know what to tell people. I know what kind of support they need.
They need.
Um, because sometimes we really need our support. It's just checking on the person and saying, "Hey, I'm here with you. I'm praying for you." It's just the little things. Yeah, it's just the little things that matter. So
And I think sometimes also one thing like you mentioned, from being
from
the
being the
older
older
side
side
sometimes and
sometimes
being
and being
in,
in.
sometimes we
Sometimes
feel
we
like,
feel like,
oh,
oh,
if I
if I
text them,
text
they're
them,
not
they're
gonna
not gonna
respond. If the
if
one
the
thing
one
that I
thing
would
that
tell people
people
is,
is
with somebody
with
that's
somebody that's
give,
give,
don't think
don't
about
think
what the
about what the
person
person
is
is
thinking.
thinking.
If you
If you
feel
feel
like
like
texting
texting
him,
him,
text them.
text them.
Don't think
Don't
about
think
what they
about
will
what they will
feel.
feel.
Don't feel
Don't
that, oh,
feel
I
that, oh, I
texted, they
texted, they
never
never
respond.
respond.
Because they are
But they
not
are
in
not
the
in
right
the right
mind
mind
at
at
the
that
present
present
time.
time.
So just
So
by
just by
reading your
reading your
text
text
can give
and
them
give them
hope,
hope,
bring joy
bring
to them.
joy to
They
them. They
won't
won't
tell you
tell you
because
because
they don't
they
have
don't
it in
have it
them
in
to
them to
tell
tell
you.
you.
So we just
We
have to
just
keep
have to
that
keep
in
that
mind
in
as
mind
well.
as
yeah, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So I know the women's prayer group is still ongoing. How has the women's prayer group changed or continued to reflect Nina's heart and vision?
I'm
I'm
sure where
sure
it is
it
right
is right
now,
now.
it's not
We're
gonna
not
be
gonna
hard.
be.
We are
We are
trying.
trying.
But to
But
be
to be
honest,
honest,
hard.
hard.
I will
I
talk
was talk
about
about
me,
me,
for example.
example.
I want
I
to
want
keep
to keep
going.
going.
Whenever I
Whenever
feel
I
like come
come
in
in
and I
and
feel
I
like
feel
that
like
is
that is
not there,
not there,
it's
it's
hard for me
hard
to
for me
pick
to pick
up. I'm
I'm
trying.
trying.
And I'm
And
praying
I'm
God
praying
to
God
help me because
because
this group
this group
help
help
us.
us. It's
It's
like
like my
my
sisters.
sisters.
We are
We are
there for
there
each
for each
other.
other.
So
So
we need
we
to
need to
find a way
find a way to
keep
keep
holding on
holding
to
on
it,
to it.
because we need
Because
to
we need to
remember that
remember
even
that
though she
even though
was
she was
going through
going through
that,
that,
she
she
still
still
hold us
hold us
together.
together.
So
So
why
why
would
would
we let
we
it
let it
break
break
now
now
that she's
that
not
she's
here
not here
anymore?
anymore?
So
So
it is
it is
shaking right
shaking right
now.
now.
We
We
are
are
pushing,
pushing,
and
and
hopefully
hopefully
we'll be
be
back to
back to
stronger
stronger
again.
again.
That's good to hear. You guys should continue to push through. You talk about how Nina's passing affected you personally, and so there are different examples that you give. What was the hardest part for you?
It's
Knowing that I
knowing that I
can't
can't
take
take a
the
call
phone and call
and
her.
call her.
Hmm.
I've
I
not
have
been
not
able to
been able to
leave her
leave her
number
number
because we
because
still
we
have
still have
some
some
voice
voice
notes.
notes.
I still
I
listen
still
to it.
listen to it.
I can't
I
let
can't
it
let
go.
it go.
I know it's hard, it's difficult. So, what will you say to someone who loved Nina and is still struggling with their grief?
Just
It's just
know
know
what
what
she.
she.
I think
I think
that's what I'm
that's what I'm
holding on
holding on
to.
to.
When I want
When I
to
want to
cry,
cry,
I want to
I want to
see it
see it
expressed.
expressed.
I think
I
about
think
what
about
she
what
did.
she did.
I think
I
about
think
the
about
life
the
that
life that
I've
I've
lived.
lived.
I think
I
about
think
the
about the
impact that
impact
it
that
has
it has
done
done
in
in
everybody that
everybody
she
that
met,
she met.
the
The
souls, the
soul, the
testimony that
testimony
we
that we
lived
lived
after her
after her
passing.
passing.
So just
So
hold
just
on to
hold
that
on to
and
that
know
and
that
know that
she have
she have
lived a
lived
life
a life
that
that
was
was
called to
called to
be,
be,
and she has
and she has
impacted
impacted
who she
who
was
she was
supposed to
supposed
be
to be
impacted.
impacted.
So
So
yeah,
yeah,
we should hold
so
on to
hold on
that.
to that.
People need to hear that because I've mentioned in previous episodes that the process of grief is different for everyone. Its steps are not the same. The way we approach it, the way we address it is different for everyone. The balance is just you understanding yourself and just dealing with your own grief in a way that you can find peace. You can navigate life difficulties and just manage your stress so that you don't have a lot of stress because stress is very dangerous. So in everything we go through, once we have a lot of stress, then it affects our body, affects our immune system, and then we are vulnerable to sicknesses, illnesses, and diseases. Just little things, common bacterial infection, viral infection, those things, and then we are sick. And then we still go through what we deal with daily issues in life and then grief or loss. So we understand it differently. I realize that you don't have to worry about society. People expect you to behave in a certain way. Expect you to do certain things, and then like this person is actually grieving, but you cannot measure your happiness or your life based on the way others think or the way they expect you to behave. So my goal is to just share my story, share my story daily so that people can understand. For example, for me, I have to be there for the children, for the girls to support them, to understand, and I know that they are grieving differently. They understand things differently. For example, Scott don't like to talk about a lot about her mom a lot in terms of what happened, but she knows when to talk and when not to talk. We can talk about it a lot. So dealing with both of them, we are all grieving, but it's different. And for me, it's also different. So sometimes people need to understand that. Just deal with your own situation the way you think you can
You
handle
can.
it. And once you are at peace with it, you are at peace with it, and you have happiness, and you can live again, that's fine. For me, I know Nina will want me to be happy. She will want Sky to be happy. She will want Ruby to be happy. She will want all of us to be happy. And it doesn't change the fact that we miss her, we love her, we care about her, and we want everything she dreamed about, everything she wanted to accomplish. If we can fulfill that or help in the process, that's what we're doing because that's what she wanted. So, for example, she wanted to help people through prayer, and you guys are trying to continue that. So she's happy because the prayer group, you are still praying for one another, and that's what she wanted. So it's the same with just helping people in their walk with Christ, in that daily walk with dealing with stress, dealing with anxiety. It was something she cared about a lot, and I hope that just by sitting at this table and talking about her life and her story will help people. It's important, but also to encourage people you can go through grief in your own way, and anything or any mechanism that you identify as something that will help you, that will benefit you in the long run, continue to do it. It doesn't matter how you do it, Once it brings peace and happiness to you, just do it. Next question. How do you keep Nina's memory alive in your own daily life? I know it's a difficult one.
Let me think
Let me
about
think about it.
You sure? Take your time.
it. To be
To be
honest,
honest,
the way
the
I
way
keep
I keep
her
her
legacy
legacy
is through
is
my
through
faith,
my faith,
to be
to be
honest.
honest.
When I'm
When
going
I'm
through
going through
something right
something right
now,
now,
after
after
Nina, I don't
I
get
don't get
mad as I
mad as
used
I
to
used
get
to
mad
get mad
anymore.
anymore.
Even when it
Even when
comes
it
to
comes
having
to
a
having
matter
a
with my
matter of my
husband,
husband,
I had to
I
take
have to take
another
another
trajectory
trajectory
because I
because
keep
I keep
thinking
thinking
nobody knows
nobody knows
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Nobody knows the
Nobody
day
knows the
and
day
the
and
time.
the time.
Mhm.
And
And
when you
when
have
you
each
have
other
each
right
other right
now,
now,
you have
you
to
have
hold
to
on
hold
to
on
it,
to it,
cherish it.
cherish it.
Because one
Because
thing
one
I've
thing
learned
I've
about
learned about
Nina
Nina
is
is
she
she
cherishes
cherishes
family.
family.
She
She
cherishes
cherishes
her
her
husband.
husband.
She
She
cherishes her
cherishes her
kids.
kids.
She
She
never
never
complains.
complains.
Like,
Like,
go to
go to
things where we
things where
get
we get
stressed
stressed
about,
about,
some of the
a
thing we
thing we
have
have
to do,
done,
the
the
chores,
chores,
pick up,
pick
the
up, the
chop,
chop,
all of
all
those.
of those.
But through
But through
Nina's
Nina's
legacy, I
legacy, I
learned that
learned that
no matter
no
what
matter
God
what
is
God is
giving you,
giving
know
you,
that
know
He
that
has
He has
given
given
those to
those
you
to you
because He
because He
knows that
knows that
you are the
you are
only
the
one
only
that
one that
can handle
can
it.
handle it.
So
So
find the
find the
joy
joy
in
in
doing those
doing
chores.
those.
Find the
Find the
joy
joy
in being
being
busy
busy
because
because
somebody
somebody
out there
out there
wanna
wanna
have those
have
things
those
that you
that you
have.
have.
People are
People are
looking for
looking for.
people are
People are
looking
looking
for
for
husband.
husband.
Like
Like
the little
the
things
little
that
thing
God
that
has
God has
given
given
you,
you,
where you
where
are
you are,
yourself,
you're seeing.
enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Somebody out
Somebody
there
out there
doing that.
doing that.
That's what I'm.
What I'm
I learned from
learning
Nina.
from Nina.
That's what I'm
That's what
doing
I'm
right
doing.
because I
Because I
used to
used to
argue a
argue a
lot.
lot.
My
My
husband
husband made
might just be
just be
mad and
mad and
don't want to
don't want
speak
to
to me.
speak to me.
But I
But
had
I had
changed
changed
because
because
we don't know
we don't know
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
The death
The
of
death
Nina
of Nina
changed
changed
a
a
lot.
lot.
I feel
I feel
like
like
my
my
mom
mom
changed
changed, my mom
change
changed
me.
me.
Nina was
Nina
just
was just
360
360
in me.
in me.
Yeah, yeah. It's something that's that happened to all of us. Yeah, you never know. Sometimes, yeah, you trying to be like that person that's a better person to yourself, to your kids, to your family, to your spouse, and then just a little experience can maybe impact that, or sometimes it can harm that. And I'm glad that for all of us, it's impacting us positively, that we are like, we see life from a different worldview,
Yeah,
and we want to use our experiences to be better
definitely.
and to support others so that they can also be better. That's a good thing. Um, as Christians, we talk about questioning our faith. How has your faith helped you navigate grief, both your own and supporting others? Like, I know you supported us, for example, when we went through ours, but yeah, how has your faith helped you
Yeah.
navigate
Yeah.
grief?
My faith
My
has
faith has
been
been
because
because
if it
if it
wasn't for
wasn't for
God,
God,
me
me
knowing
knowing
a tiny bit
tiny bit
about who
about
God
who God
is,
is,
I feel I
I
could
feel I
have
could
lived
have lived.
because when I
Because
lost
when I
my
lost my
mother, I
father,
want
I
to
want to
die too.
die too.
I want
I
to
want to
leave
leave
because I
because
don't
I
know
don't know
what
what
I
I
do
do
without
without
her.
her.
But
But
knowing God,
knowing God,
knowing that
knowing that
each of
each of
us,
us,
there's a
there's a
purpose
purpose
that God
that
has
God
for
has
us
for
that we
us
need
that
to
we need to
fulfill it.
fulfill it.
So no
So
matter
no
what
matter what,
you do, no matter what the
no matter
pain,
what the
no matter
pain,
the
no matter the
weight,
weight,
when you
when you
know who
know
God
who
is
God
for
is for
you
you
and what
and what
promises He
promise He has
has given
given
you,
you,
you hold
you
on
hold
to
on
that
to that
and you want
and
to
you
make
want
sure
to make sure
you feel
you
them
feel them
before you
before
leave
you
it.
leave it.
Has
It has
helped me
helped me
a lot
a lot
in
in
faith.
faith.
Fasting,
Fasting,
Nina has
Nina
helped
has helped
in terms
in
of
terms of
knowing that
knowing
I'm
that I'm
strong.
strong.
I can
I can
fast.
fast.
I know
I
the
know the
meaning of
meaning of
fasting
fast
is not
is not
just
just
I hear
I
from the
hear from the
saints,
saint
oh, you have
or
to
you have to
fast.
fast.
My
My
faith has
faith
helped
has
me a
helped
lot
me back
Yeah.
in my
in my
grief.
grief.
Just knowing that you have a creator that you can count on, someone you can talk to, and will be there for you. That's important because it's just understanding that God is our foundation, Jesus Christ is
Yeah.
that foundation, and we can depend on Him. My next question was: there any Bible verse or specific prayer line or teaching that
I think the
you
I
Bible
think the Bible
verse
verse
is that
is that
be strong and
be strong
courageous.
and
I think
courageous.
it's
I think it's
Deuteronomy
Deuteronomy
31:16.
31:16.
yeah.
When I look at that, I
When I
think
look at
about
that, I
Nina.
think about Nina.
That woman was
That
strong.
woman was strong.
She was
She was
courageous.
courageous.
I think she
I think
lived
she
the life
lived the life
of that
of that
because
because
she's strong,
she's
she's
strong,
courageous.
she's courageous.
She's not
She's not
fearful. Say,
fearful. She said,
do not
do
fear,
not fear,
for the
for
Lord
the
your
Lord
God
your God
goes with
goes
you.
with you.
He will never
He will
leave
never
you
leave you
nor forsake
nor
you.
forsake you.
I have hold
I
on to
have
that.
hold on to that.
I lost
I
Nina.
lost Nina.
God, you say you will
God, you
never.
say you never.
And look at everything
And
that
look at
Nina
everything
went
that
through.
Nina went
Hold
through.
on to
Hold
knowing
on to
that
knowing that
no matter what the
no matter what the
diagnosis
diagnosis
saying,
saying,
I need to
I need to
graduate.
graduate.
No matter how
No
much
matter how
pain
much
I'm
pain
in,
I'm in,
I'm gonna
I'm
take that
gonna take that
courses. No
courses.
matter
No
how
matter how
difficult
difficult
the
the
application,
application,
this one
this
said
one
this,
said
the
this,
draft
the
that I have
draft
to
that I
do,
have
what
to
I have to
do,
do is going to
is
take.
going to
Even
take.
though I'm going
Even
to
though I'm
this
going
pain
to
of
this
this
pain of
health,
this health,
I'm going to
I'm going to
graduate.
graduate.
She did it
She did it
because God
because
said,
God said,
I am with
I am
you.
with
This
you.
is what you
This
need
is
to
what you
do.
need to
This is
do.
what you need
This
to
is what you need to
fulfill
fulfill
before you leave this
to
earth.
leave this earth.
She did it all.
She did it all.
She did it all.
She did it all.
Yeah.
I still remember her
Still remember her
graduation.
graduation.
When people talk about that, for me, one of the things that I remember so dearly is just her going through that and dealing with pain. At some point in her illness, she dealt with a lot of pains that were very severe to the point where sometimes she had to just stop everything she was doing to just go through that. And she built so much tolerance for the pain that she was dealing with intense pain and she was still trying to do her daily life. Some people would just abandon everything. I mean, everybody deal with things differently, but she had colleagues when they started a program that had to withdraw from the program because of illness. But first she was like, this is not an option for me. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to push through. I'm going to go through it. So she was a strong person. She believed in God above all. I think all of that just stemmed from the fact that she had trust in God and she felt that He was going to allow her to go through it. So she never had any fear or any, thought that, oh, I'm going to drop this, I'm going to leave this behind because she felt like I'm going through a moment right now of pain, but God is going to heal me. I'm going to be in a better place. So it taught me to believe, to trust God, and just to push through life, no matter what the situation is, no matter what life throws at us, we should
Yeah.
just be able to stand and walk and face it with our faith as our foundation, and then we can conquer, we can do that. My next question: when grief feels heavy, what practices or spiritual habits help you find comfort and hope?
Mhm.
For me, it's
For me,
listening
it's
to.
listening.
I like to
I
play
like to
music.
play music.
I like to
I like
sing,
to sing, and
and Nina knows
Nina
that.
knows that.
So
So
playing,
playing,
because
because
sometimes
sometimes
I'm
when
going to
I'm
the
going to
grief
the grief
stage,
stage,
I'm numb,
I'm numb,
and there's
and
nothing I
there's
can
nothing I
say.
can say.
I don't have
I
the
don't have
words
the
to
words
talk.
to talk.
I don't know
I
how to
don't know how to
express it.
express it.
I
I
know
know
one thing I'm
one thing
working
I'm
on it.
working on it.
I shut
I
down
shut
from the
down
world,
from the world,
which I shouldn't
which I
sometimes
shouldn't
to my
sometimes my
husband.
husband.
It's
It's
hard.
hard.
But yeah,
But yeah,
listen to
listen to
gospel.
gospel.
Just play the
Just play the
music, listen
music,
to the
listen to
word,
the word,
to the
to the
word that is
word that
being
is being
spoken in the
spoken in
song.
the song.
So that's
So
the one
that's
that
the one that, that
yeah.
How do we deal with other people who are going through grief, but
Support.
support.
they don't have support? They don't have any support. They struggle with just navigating grief. Based on your own experience from dealing with the loss of your mom and then your friend Nina, what advice will you give someone that is struggling with grief and have no support?
I would
I
say
would say
talk to
talk to
someone
someone
because you
because
might
she
feel
might
like
feel
there's
like there's
nobody out
nobody
there,
out there,
but there's so
but
many
there's so
out
many
there
out
out there to
out there
help
to
you.
help you.
Even though
Even
if you
though
say that
if
you
you say
don't
that
have
you
no
don't have
family
no
member
family
or you
member
are
or you are
lonely,
lonely,
talk to
talk to
someone.
someone.
There's so many
There's so many
information
information
online as
online as
well.
well.
If you are part
If
of
you
a
are part of a
church,
church,
a
a
community,
community,
open up your
open up
mouth,
your mouth,
and God
and God
Himself
Himself
will
will
find the right
find the
person,
right person,
will send the right
send the
person.
right person.
And
And
also
also
try
try
to.
to.
There's something
There's
that
something
we,
that we,
as
as
Christians,
Christian,
we don't
we
do a
don't
lot.
do a lot.
Knowing the Holy
Knowing the
Spirit.
Holy Spirit.
When you know
When
the
you
Holy
know the Holy
Spirit,
Spirit,
it changes your
it changes your
perspective
perspective
into
into
thinking that
thinking
there's
that there's
nobody out
nobody
there.
out there.
Because when you
Because
don't
when
have
you don't have
anybody
anybody
He's there that
He's
you
there
can
that you
talk
can talk to.
and talk to
And
your
talk to your
God.
God.
But
But
most
most
importantly,
importantly,
open up to
open up
people.
to people.
Ask for
Ask for
help.
help.
And don't
And
think
don't
that you
think
have
that
to
you're
bother
more than
anyone.
anyone.
No.
No.
Just say
Just
how
say
you
how
feel,
you
the
feel,
way you
the
feel
way
it.
you feel it.
Don't think too
Don't
much
think
about
too
how
much
much
about how
the
much
light is
the
gonna
light
come
is
out.
gonna come out.
It doesn't
It
matter
doesn't
how it
matter
will
how
come
it
out.
will come out.
As long as you'll
As
be
long
able
as
to
you'll be
get
able
that
to get
help
that
that you
help
need.
that you need. That's all that matters.
So don't be
So don't be
silent about
silent about
it. Yeah.
That's true. What do you think Nina would want people who loved her to know about healing and moving forward with faith?
Knowing
it.
that
Knowing
she's
that
okay
she's okay
and she's
and
worth
she's
it.
worth.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
when it
Because
comes
when
to
it comes
faith,
to faith,
it's
it's
about
about
you
you
knowing
knowing
the way she
the way
life,
life,
the way she
the way she
impacts
impacts.
people. And I think
And I think
everybody that
everybody
knows
that
her
knows her
know
know
that she's
that she's
father right
father
now.
right now.
I think
I
that's
think that's
all.
all.
And when
And when
somebody
somebody
leave this
leaves
earth,
this earth,
is where they
is
need
where
to
they need
be,
to
where they
where
are.
they are.
You don't want
You
me
don't
to
want me
tell
to
them to be in the
in the
hellfire.
hellfire.
You want them
You
to
want
be
them
with
to be
God.
God.
This goes
This
back to
goes
our
back to
yeah.
To our faith, no matter what we do, our faith is very important. So this is a podcast about grief, about faith, and about hope. And so while we want to provide our support, share our story, and we want people to live, we want people to be happy, but we can't do these things without being in the right mental space. So I like to tell people that no matter what we are going through, we should try to always manage our stress. Manage our stress, or if you can, find a suitable mechanism that you can use to deal with your stress, because life as a whole is stressful. We go through stress all the time. It could be stress from dealing with your partner, it could be stress from your job, it could be stress from just somebody in your neighborhood, the community, just something in your life that is just adding that stress to you. So you can't function properly if you don't deal with that. So you have to find a means, find a way that you can deal with that, and then that you'll be happy dealing with it. Once you are in that space, anything that comes your way, anything that life brings to you, you can handle it. But that's what I like to tell people, that moving forward, just try to manage your stress, or at least find a mechanism that you can use to manage it, because sometimes we are unable to just avoid stress in our lives, you know.
Yeah.
This was a very short conversation, but thank you so much. What a gift this conversation has been. Thank you for sharing your heart with us today, for opening up about your friendship with Nina, you dealing with the loss of your mom, and just for allowing us all to feel a little closer to her through your words. To everyone listening, if this episode stirred something in you, I hope you take a moment to sit with it. Grief is not something we rush through. It's something we carry with grace and something we trust God to walk us through. And remember, having the ability to manage your stress, as I said earlier, is not a luxury, it's a necessity. So as we navigate loss, we must be gentle with ourselves. Take time to breathe if we need to, lean on our faith if we need to, and reach out to anyone that will support you. It could be your community, it could be your spouse, your loved one, it could be your relative. Just reach out. Know that you are not alone. Also, Nina's legacy lives on, and in the prayers that she prayed, the love that she gave, the faith that she modeled. May we all carry a piece of that with us as we continue forward. This is important, and thank you for being here. Thank you for
Thank
being
you for
part of
having
this
me.
community. And until next time, be
Thank you,
blessed.
Meredith. Thank you so much, Brother Murray. May
Yeah,
God be with you.
thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. And to everyone, be kind to yourself, keep the faith. And this has been the Nina and Moretti's table. And until next time, have a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you.